I'm a wanderer of the soul. Before the end, I plan to behold. But I know I'll lose myself along the way. What's gone is gone. What's past is past. Let me leave what belongs in the past. The road ahead is quite unclear. Let me walk it despite fear. The road stretches over the hills, and I've got many debts to pay. Some are on their own way. My pay is not gold.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to RollTales, and welcome back to our playthrough of Kingmaker. I'm your GM as ever. My handle is Mark Alexander Cross. I'm back with Dave, Greg, Jack, and Lexi as we continued our take on Chapter 1, The Call for Heroes. And well, there's the party's having all manner of problems. Enough of the bad jokes. Let's get on with the recap. So, the last time we played, our party of adventurers was staying the night at Aldori Manor in the city of Restov. They were invited there by Sword Lord Jamandi Aldore as they were about to receive a charter in order to head into the Stolen Lands to make an expedition to break out into the region known as the Green Belt, deal with a local bandit problem, and establish themselves a potential settlement in the name of Restov and Brevoy under the Green Belt. But it seems like there are third parties who also learnt of this call for heroes, and has either A, tried to infiltrate it, or B, even tried to stop it. But our party managed to survive an early morning assault by an organisation originally from northern Brevoy known as the Black Tears, who seemingly making a power play from taking themselves as a middling gang of thugs who even maybe more serious leagues, shall we call it. They certainly have the backup to do it. Ogres, and even acquiring the aid of 3 frost giants. They appear to be exiles who were banished due to the fact that these frost giants are very undersized for your average everyday frost giants, only standing about 10 foot tall apiece. And the party encountered one last session when they came across Jagrinda, who was mortally wounded thanks to Megarvan, a low-ranking Brevoy noble, and another member, Sword Lords, not quite on Lady Jamandi's level, but formidable nonetheless. So seems to be very familiar with Lady Jamandi, with Lady Jamandi. And well, the party battled Jagrinda, taking advantage of Magar's wound, and the dice were just not on my side as a GM. They absolutely knocked the stuffing out of the Frost Giant, secured victory. It was then they discovered 3 unconscious warriors. The first of these warriors was actually a lieutenant who is a member of Lady Jamandi's house guard. His name is Avenzi, and the other 2 were actually companions of Megarvan himself, a wandering warrior by the name of Bren, and an individual from Taldor called Kassadin. They were grateful to the party, and Avenzi escorted them back into the main hall, where it had been barricaded up from this attack from the Black Tears and their giant kin allies. It was there that the party, for the first time, got their eyes on a fellow adventuring party, the Iron Wraiths, a hugely and highly talented adventuring group. Very well experienced. Unfortunately, they knew it. Cocky demeanors, attitudes, very dismissive of all around them but themselves. I mentioned before and I'll mention it again, they're the sort of cocky assholes you hate the most because they're the sort of cocky assholes who can actually back up their words. Still, the main hall behind this barricade, the party managed to catch a breather before they were informed that the west wing of the manor was actually on fire, and that Lady Jamandi was somewhere in the west wing with more black tears. And not only that, it's also been reported that the other two frost giants also had headed this way. And well, Lady Jamandi herself has reportedly been spotted in anything but bedding clothes. She's capable, but even she has been caught unawares. And the Sword Lord may or may not be able to handle these odds. So a request was made to the party by Lieutenant Avenzi. Will they go in to the west wing of the manor, deal with the fire, and try and help Lady Jamandi out? Party agreed, and that is actually where we bring today's game back in. So, you had all got yourselves up and ready, prepared to jump in to the west wing, but I would actually quickly like to remind the party, during that brief downtime that you had, you did had a couple of unidentified potions, I believe. I was wondering before you jumped in there if you would like to make an attempt to try and identify this loot you all gathered at all.
Sure. Yeah, I still have them on me, so I'll give it a go.
All right then. So, let me actually have a quick look at your character sheet, Kel, so I can have a look at these items that you have. All right. So, during the downtime, while everything was going on, what would you like to try and identify first?
What have I got? I've got unusual liquid 1 or unusual yeah.
Unusual liquid 1 and unusual liquid 2.
Yeah, I might as well go for the first one.
All right, we'll go from top to bottom then. Let me see. Hold on, I just need a quick DC reminder. Is anybody wishing to aid Kelvhan in these checks at all?
Nope.
Unless you'll let me use craft to aid, but we established, I think, last time that
it has to
they're
be
magical potions, not alchemical.
Yeah, it has to be one of the 4 magical traditions. It has to be, you can either use religion, occult, arcane, and nature.
Yeah, I got nothing then.
All right, awesome.
It's probably more likely if I just tried after you with nature than rolling the 20. So
I can always give you one of them if you want to do one at one. We can both do one at the same time.
No, we'll just do them one at a time, not to overcomplicate things.
All right,
fair enough.
Fantastic. Okay, in that case then, Kelvin, I'm imagining Arcana for you.
Yep.
Okay, so can I have an Arcana roll, please?
Sure. Public?
Yeah, just sake of it. Obviously, it's
16?
16, unfortunately, is not enough.
That's fine.
All right. And,
might as well try on the other one.
Sure, I'll just get the other one up for a second. All right. An Arcana roll.
The second one would be a 14. I probably have no idea what these are.
No, you actually get the impression, though, of these basic failures, that these potions are actually very finely made, or to put it in mechanical terms, quite a couple levels higher than you.
Honestly, I have no idea what these potions are. I've had a look. They're finally made. Does anybody want to give it a go? Because I have no clue.
Perhaps you should have stuck to being a lawyer, Leoven.
Yes, but perhaps you should have stayed at home, but there we go.
Alright, you two. Give it a I'll have a look.
All right, so you want to roll a nature check for potion number 1, then, please, Anden?
23.
You actually identify potion number 1, which was a nice, cool, crisp DC 22. You identify a potion of fire resistance.
That's handy.
And
It certainly is.
and if you would like to make a roll on the second potion.
24.
Absolutely nailing it. Lesser DC this time. As you find a potion you're perhaps very familiar with as a druid. Find a potion of bark skin.
I don't know why, but as soon as you started saying it, I could hear the bee of bark skin about to come
the
up.
bee was coming, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, are those in the party loot now, or is
There's
someone holding them?
they're still technically on Kelvhan.
Let me just put them back. Give me 2 secs.
Sure.
No, it's fine. Someone actually needs to hold them. I was just wondering where they were.
Does anybody want any of them? I can just give them back.
Bark skin and fire resistance. They don't neither do anything for me.
Right, that one weirdly prescient. Fire, hence the hot looking. That one's for bark skin. I can do that, but I haven't prepared it today. So,
Would you like it?
yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, let me just put you back into there.
You can trade it straight to me.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
I just put it back in the party loot.
Yeah, I see.
Oh,
Alright, good deal. No, we've had a second to look at some magic liquid. Let's go and do the thing that we said we was gonna do.
Aye. Just try not to burn on the way there, eh?
all
Do your
right.
best.
All right. So, who is going to enter first into the main smoke-filled double doors of the Western Wing?
Balruk can take the lead, though. One thing he is going to do first is find some piece of cloth somewhere, either from his materials or somewhere in this hall or something, and kind of wrap it over his face to help breathing with the smoke and all in the air.
Awesome. All right.
And then,
oh yeah. Sorry.
Then once he sees the rest of the party's ready, he's willing to take the lead.
All right. Any other prep from anybody else before you head into there?
I pull some little bits and bobs out of my alchemist's kit and just do myself a quick makeshift little mask.
I was going to say that I was going to do the same thing. Sounds like I'm copying now.
I
But I
think.
wasn't.
It's sensible. So yeah, don't worry about it if the party is all doing the same thing. I'll actually rule that it will help in here.
Yes, I think Kelvhan will just pull a handkerchief out of a pocket and just hold it to his face, going, "This is the best I've got."
All
I
right.
splashed some water over your face. It was like,
Thank
keep
you.
it damp. Yes.
All right. So. Just setting up some tokens. So. They open the house guard, the double doors, as smoke billowing underneath it. And they open up in to the western wing of Aldori Manor. And See this quite lovely scene before you.
You've outdone yourself, Mark.
Dark visions for
Look at
those.
this.
Yeah, dark visions for those who have them kicking in quite well. For those who don't, then the screen is actually pretty much a smoky pitch black for them. The token view does show the dark visions of those who have it, as the fire can definitely be heard, seen, and is raging on. I've got some artwork from the official Kingmaker. Here we go. This is pretty much a scene you're walking into, featuring 2 of the Pathfinder iconics. It is literally a smoked filled hallway, but it looks like the majority of this smoke that is all around you is not coming from this hallway in particular. It looks like it's actually coming from several of the rooms that adorn this hallway, which heads diagonally up to the northwest. You actually briefly recall coming this way before. To the northwest of here actually lies the Manor Gallery, where you had your personal meeting with Lady Aldori. And well, we're actually going to go into somewhat of a loose initiative order, as this is a smoke-filled hallway and this is a hazard. However, we're not going to roll an initiative because the stealth DC of the hazard is -10. So there's pretty much no way in hell it's going to beat you. So with that in mind, we're merely going to say we'll give the spotlight to the party, and then when the party have taken 3 actions each, it will then be the fire's turn. So we'll go in icon order, and we'll start with Anden. What would you like to do?
All right. Noticing how dark it is for the rest of them, I'd like to step in front of Isobella, and I don't think Kelvhan will be able to see either. So I say I would, I guess, interact with an object by kind of holding my staff out behind me and saying, if you can't see, hold on to this. And I guess I can't move since I'm helping them with that, so I will Can I attempt to discern? You said the smoke wasn't coming from this room and that it was coming from presumably like somewhere up where we had the meeting. Was that what you said?
Yes, the corridor goes off that way, but the fires are definitely not focused or not from this hallway in particular. It's spilling out into here.
Okay. Could I attempt to discern or search and see if there are any imminent threats if we walk down this corridor? Like damaged ceiling beams or floor that might give way, or if there's a particular door that's likely to fall down and spread fire out, something like that.
Sure. Can just make it public. Let's have a perception roll, please, then, Anden.
May I vie for a survival roll as somebody who has navigated through difficult and dangerous situations involving naturally occurring.
Well, you are.
Right.
Well, you literally are trying to survive down here, so I say that's feasible. Very well. Survival roll, then, please.
Okay. Do I want to use assurance? No, I'll go for a roll. Yep, that's a total of 20.
On a 20, you look at what flickering fire embers are down the corridor you're currently in, and maybe you're a little bit impressed. The house does not look to be structurally in any danger at all. This house was definitely built to take some crap. What is the real danger is the smoke. Take a look around, using your survival skills, tracking and tracing the smoke, and you can see that the smoke itself is more and less pouring out of the off rooms along the corridor.
Okay. So I would relate to the others. Alright, just keep going, stay low to the ground, and don't open any of the doors unless we're sure the lady of the house is behind it. And that's my turn.
Alright then. Kelvhan.
Following Anden's lead, I will just move towards there, hold on to this staff and go, yes, thank you for offering to lead the way. Can I hear anything apart from the fire burning anywhere?
Let's have a perception action then, please, from you.
Sure. I'll use the whisper thing,
Sure.
because it lets me hear some more things. Natural 20 for 25.
You're pretty
Good
confident
roll.
it's just the sounds of the fire.
I can't hear her anywhere. That's not a good sign. I think that'll be my turn.
Alright, Balruk. You there, Jack?
You're muted.
Sorry, Discord is being funny.
Okay. You're right.
Alright, so, yeah. So first thing Balruk is going to do is raise his shield.
Okay.
Following that, what I'd like to do, and I don't know exactly how you want to handle this in this kind of loose initiative we're doing,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to just start moving up. I want to kind of move to in front of the group, so I guess that would be kind of one action. But then whenever, the rest of the group moves, the ones who are kind of using the staff as he just wants to stay kind of right ahead of them with his shield up. So if anything comes out of a door or something like that, he's kind of ready to go and he's in the front.
Alright. Fantastic. And finally, Isobella.
Isobella is going to... Isabella waves off the staff that's offered to her by Anden and says, "Oh, please, my old eyes have stung worse from gun smoke and powder. I can find my own way around." And she starts, tapping her way forward with her stick.
Alright then. So feel free to stride.
I think the play is that we're gonna
Move as
maybe move as a group, let
Yeah,
the
it's not
smoke have a
intending
tone.
No intent to wander off on her own, just, refusing to be led.
Okay, so... Right. Okay, so the group's going to move as an individual unit. One unit, so... If that's the case, then we'll do it a bit like the Hexploration rules. Who's got the slowest speed?
I'm 20, so maybe me.
It's you.
Okay.
I would imagine that the two who can't see are in difficult terrain.
Oh, that's right. That'll half our speed.
Yes. So who's got the slowest speed, including difficult terrain due to the smoke?
I believe it's probably me or both of us at 10 feet.
And mine's at 15.
Have you got a 30-foot speed?
I have 35-foot speed.
Right then.
Sonic the elf over there. Right. So I will say if you are moving as a unit, you'll have to move at the speed of the slowest person. And again, Pathfinder's diagonal increment rules are in effect for movement. So that's absolutely cool. We'll wrap up that round and then we'll go back into the next round as two groups, one the party and then two the smoke. But the smoke and the hazard of the smoke is kicking in. So I would like everyone to make me a fortitude saving throw, please. Make them all public rolls. Make your rolls and I'll call for results.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, if everyone's done, let's go in icon order. Anden,
Oh.
How are we doing on hero points?
you have 4 in the pool.
Oh my gosh. These
Not
rolls.
enough to save us all.
Yeah, not enough to save us all. We don't do a great job.
So-
I'm just wondering if I critically failed.
Let's
We need to read our results.
let's get the roll results first, and then we'll decide what to do. So, Anden, what's your roll?
9.
Okay. Kel,
11.
Balruk,
A 10 with a +8.
and
So,
Isobella.
At 10.
Does anybody want to make a hero point re-roll?
I feel like we should just suck up and take it, because otherwise we'd all have to spend.
Yeah.
the dice have spoken.
All right. Everyone regularly fails.
Phew.
Whew.
You all take 4 points of non-lethal damage. I'll apply that. And let's have a look. You are all sickened 1.
No.
Good.
Oh.
Round 2, party movement.
Alright, let's just triple move, hey?
Yeah.
All right, then feel free to move yourselves.
Alright, so 5 and then 10. Who's gonna go 10? We're saying to stay as a group.
You still have 3 actions worth of movement, though, of course. So 30 feet.
I'll do it. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, that's true. We have 3 actions to
Yes.
for that. And then,
There's something in this room. So,
Yeah, interestingly, when you get to that point, Balruk, it's weird. There's no door to that room, but whatever is going on, the smoke cannot penetrate it.
hey, you guys come look at this. This is pretty interesting. And I'm actually going to, for my third movement action, I'm gonna move into there.
All right.
can only get slightly inside.
Okie dokie. Was that 3 actions worth of move from everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okie dokie. All right, Balruk is fine then. Can I have that fort save again from Anden, Hel, and Isobella? Anden, due to your positioning, you'll have a +2 circumstance bonus.
Okay.
It's better.
All right. Anden, what did you roll?
13, including +2.
Kelvhan?
17.
And Isobella?
9.
All failures once again. Your second condition continues. And you all take a further 3 points worth of non-lethal damage. It's alright. It's alright, Lexi.
Sorry, not used
No,
to
no,
it.
it's alright. All good. Okay. So. Back to the party order. Feel free to move yourselves into the room. You'll definitely all have the pace for it. And we'll come out of this loose initiative order for now. As you enter this mysterious room where the smoke cannot seem to penetrate, all surrounded by this mysterious shrine. This room's plain stone walls and polished floors have already become stained with the smoke. However, as mentioned, it's not reaching in here though. It's like something is holding it back. At the far end of the room, atop a stone dais, stands a marble statue of a armoured half-elven woman. One of her hands clutches a heavy shield, while the other hand is clenched in a fist over her heart. From an identification check from earlier, you recognise this symbol to be that of Milani, the Everbloom. However, it is weird. The statue is giving off a legitimate, visible, and active faint glow of divine energy.
Does anyone know why that statue is glowing?
Probably got something to do with why we can breathe.
If you
Yeah, magic.
if you give
Hold on. Let me see if it'll be safe to grab it. And I don't have Detect Magic, and I don't have Read Aura. So I'm just gonna pick it up.
You touch the statuette, and every single sound around you stops. It's almost like it goes peaceful, serene, and quiet for you, Anden, as you find yourselves in a room of bright white light. You don't see anybody else, anyone, or anything. Just a warm and comforting voice speaking out to you. As this voice, a female voice, says, "It is not usually our place to interfere in the world of mortals. But this night, it's World Day. It's Calistral 24th, 4710 of Absalon's Reckoning. It is the start of something new. The start of something grand. How grand, you and your companions have no idea the scale in which you will undertake. But all of you will be needed. Thus, my followers' mana needs to be saved this night, and thus I must step in." There's a brief flash of light, and you come back to the manor, and then, But you find yourselves with the condition of sicken removed from you, and you have the active benefits and effects of that of a long rest.
Oh. It's a save statue.
It is a save statue.
Everybody click the rest for the night button.
Oh.
And what happens is, from your perspectives, Anden holds a statue that he just seems to stare and look at, and then it pulses, covers the room, and all of you receive this long rest benefit. Your sicken conditions are also removed.
So, as somebody with the advanced alchemy ability, do I also get I would get my infused reagents back, but do I have to craft them into bullets, or do I just have more bullets?
Let's see.
Likewise, do I need to...
Oh, sorry. I'm just getting the clarification now. This is the actual text from the module. Let's see. Who spends at least 1 minute in this room engaged in meditation or prayer? But I'm modding that slightly a little bit to the plot of our campaign. Becomes infused with vigor and energy as if they had rested for 8 hours and made their daily preparations.
Oh, sweet. So I just get it.
Yeah, so Isobella, you look at your ammo pouch and you find yourself, I've suddenly got a ton more bullets.
Just if I click this button, it's not going to take it.
That's fantastic, because I'm fairly sure there is a cantrip I want to prepare.
No, I can switch out one of mine. Fantastic.
That's right. And the way it works, or the way I'm pitching it in the sort of like theatrics of our show, is whatever you need spell prep wise is there for you once the glow finishes.
I know, that's a handy trick.
And then you look down at the statuette and they see that the statuette has now just returned to that of a regular statue.
Okay, fantastic. Alright. Let's grab...
Well, I never took Mandy's goddess patron for a bullet forger, but I'll take what I can get.
That was certainly unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, she spoke to me. Just gave you the healing.
What did she say?
She said, "Today on this wheel day, something grander scale than you thought. So I'm stepping in." I'd never seen anything like it myself.
Well, I'll take any divine help I can get.
However, Anden, it will be a little odd at the back of your mind, because if Milani is paying attention to the stolen lands, considering what you know, something's up.
I hope that Torag doesn't think I cheated on him or something.
That's not how it works, buddy.
How would I know?
Well, if you're a follower of Torag, you would know that Torag is a friend to Ayumide, and Milani is another herald of Aodin, to the point where herself and Ayumide consider themselves to be sisters. So, you would know you're probably going to be all right by extension.
Oh yeah, the Balrog's a very simple dwarf.
Friend of Ayumide's a friend of mine, sort of a deal.
Yeah, understandable.
And Greg and I have been doing some research into Milani recently because he's playing a champion of Milani in another game.
Yes, I am.
Oh, no.
Oh. All right. Is
Well,
everyone
Anden.
topped up and ready to go?
I sure am.
We gotta be more careful in this smoke, though. It's like my father always said, the fire is the proud bannerman, but the smoke is the quiet assassin.
I like that saying. Keep that one.
I
I
quite
keep
like,
them all.
And that's unfortunate, but
quite like that
that
one.
one's a
actually,
good one.
myself. Yeah, that's quite a good one. I like that one.
Good enough for a hero point.
Not quite.
Worth a try.
All right. Give me a shout when you're ready to head out.
well then, once more into the smoke.
Ready as we'll ever be, I think.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I will reach over to Isobella and be like, well, if you're not going to hold on to the stick, you should at least be able to see where you're going. And I'll cast light.
Hey, let there be light.
I don't think light is quite the problem, Anden, but I do appreciate the gesture.
Okay.
No.
If you want to pop light up into the chat, because you can drag it onto a token, whoever's receiving the light.
Yep.
Oh wow, that does work.
Does.
And I
In
have
fact,
another trick up my sleeves.
I do like tricks.
I'm going to have to move ahead of everybody slightly. This time when we head out. But since the precedent is there of an exploration action being repeatedly casting a spell, I would like to make us a little path using Gale Blast.
Okay. Now, this is not strictly an exploration, though, because it technically acts as a hazard. It will technically act in an encounter mode scenario. So you can do that, but you'll have to continuously spend the 2 actions to use Gale Blast. However, if Anden were to lead the way with Gale Blast and keep on casting it, then inching your way up to the door, I would say you would have a strong circumstance bonus against the wind. The smoke, I mean. Beg your pardon.
Perfect. That's what I would like to do. And I can still move my full distance because I can see. So I'm not in difficult terrain.
well, I suppose there's no sense to the element of surprise if we're coughing and hacking the whole way there anyway.
Well, you're quite right. So I'll move out.
I'll have to think behind you.
And
Sure.
then I will, cast.
Okay, so Gale
Don't
Blast.
move within 5 feet of me, or you will take damage. Nope. Don't move within 5 feet of me.
Oh,
you will
don't
take
move.
damage.
Oh,
Back up.
back up.
You think Gust of Wind would have been safer, but Gale Blast works just as well. Okay.
Gust of Wind's a first level spell.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Let's see then.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
Well, a spell like
Yeah,
Gust of
that'd be
Wind.
great.
Yeah. There's almost the fight. Yeah. Okay. Right. Because it does actually mention Gust of Wind here for the disabled. Gust of Wind or making a survival check DC 18 to know how to best cover your faces. The cloth setup that you've done is not quite good enough due to the intensity. However, this is a lot better. So everyone make the fort save again, please. But this time, everyone take a +4 bonus because of Gale Blast. There you go, Kel.
Yeah.
Show off.
Nice.
Let's see. And you put it in the modifier box or in the +1 box out of the +4?
I believe there's a modifier box.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to write +4, you just write number 4.
Oh, okay. I think. Oh, nope. I think. Okay, no, it is in the other box. So I can just do this. We're learning.
Mm-hmm.
Around 18.
Okay, so we'll start with.
Actually, should be a 19.
It should be a 19. Yeah, no worries. We'll start with you, then Balruk. Success. Sicken 1. Let's see. Isobella. Failure. Sicken 1. And a total of 4 non-lethal. Let's see. Kelvhan. Critical success. No effect. And Anden missed the critical success by 1. Sicken 1.
Oh, wow. That's fine. I will continue on up then.
Sure.
Whoosh, move, whoosh.
Everyone feel free to spend their actions.
I would suggest the rest of you try and work out where we're going. I'm a little bit preoccupied.
Yes, I was just going to say, can I listen now to see if I hear anything else down here?
Sure, go ahead, Kelvhan.
Do the whisper elf thing. 24?
Alright, you're pretty on the ball. You don't hear anything else except for the sounds of the fire. But taking a look around, spotting the embers, following them, you can make out and you can tell that the 3 doors to either side of you has got smoke billowing out of them. But the door directly to the northwest by Anden, no smoke coming out from underneath there. You're pretty confident that that is the passageway, so to speak, or behind there is essentially freedom. Can I have another round of fort saves, please? Same circumstance bonus applies though, thanks to Gale Blast.
No.
This is where I die.
Okay, Anden, what did you roll, please?
25.
Second 1 stays, no further damage. Kel,
25.
25. Sicken 1 affects you this time, but no further damage. Hold on a second. Need to put on your token. Balruk,
24.
no change in circumstances, and Isobella.
9.
Okay.
I'm
Fine.
unconscious.
Ooh.
Isobella goes down from the choking and the heat. Let's see. Yeah, let's make us do this roll now to set the stakes. You've got 4 rounds to get her out of this smoke or she starts to suffocate.
All right. For Balruk's action then, instead of raising his shield, I maybe will look at Kel to see if he can help me. And say, get that, or I'm gonna look towards our druid first and say, open that door, and then look at Kel. Grab her. I'll help you carry her.
Certainly, yes. And in the one in front of you, there's no smoke coming out of it. Open that one.
And you find your way back in to the gallery.
Hmm.
All right, let's have a look. So, I'm going to say Kel and Balruk combined can definitely help move Isobella. 5, 10. There's light now coming back from the gallery room. Just doing the calculations now. Yep, you've got the speed and the time within the free action economy and the round system to get into the gallery without any further harm. So feel free to move yourselves in there and I'll tell you what you see.
How fast can we move with her?
You've got enough speed because it'll be 1 action to grab her and 2 actions to move. It will be half speed, like difficult terrain while grabbing someone. However, you've got 2 actions left, so there's enough to get in there.
Put her down on the couch over there.
Well, when I got the speed for it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what situation this fella is in, so I'm standing over them.
Yeah, I'll just put Isobella on the couch, which is a sentence I didn't think I would be saying today. But hey ho, needs must. Right, okay. You find yourselves back in the gallery, and yeah, here we go. Drifting coils of smoke waft in the air of this finely furnished room. However, it's clear enough to be able to breathe easily and capably. Padded chairs and side tables are set along the walls, and a thick bug carpet covers most of the floor. Oil paintings that hang on the wall, and shelves contain statues of other small art pieces. Alright. Also in this room, seemingly passed out and out for the count, with a couple of bumps, bruises, and a black eye. You do also notice a gnomish individual in this room. It clicks to those straight away that this individual, unconscious, is the same figure that you saw in Lady Jamandi's sketch earlier in the night. This appears to be the gnome Tartuccio and Lady Jamandi's suspect as a potential spy, the Pitax. Floor is yours. What would you like to do?
Oh, this is suddenly unexpected, but first let's deal with Isobella. We need to get her up and moving.
Yep, you're not wrong there. And I would head over and she's not dying, so I don't need to stabilize her. I don't know what you do for people with stomach inhalation. Perhaps a medicine check would actually avail me of that information.
Sure. Just make it a public one. Let's have a medicine roll.
Okay. Are we still sickened?
You are, yes. You have to do the usual procedure to try and get removed a sickened condition.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did not want to roll that. Oops.
It's all good.
Oh, I don't think it would have made a difference. That's a 9.
You're not sure. In your experience, Anden, you're usually out of the way of the fires before you get caught in them.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, with this, I have this potion here. Would it help? I'll pull out a minor healing potion and show it to Anden.
She's not dying, she's just unconscious. Maybe if we give her some time and some air and some water? I shouldn't pour it down her throat. We'll give it a minute and see if she comes to.
Now I need to quickly look up healing from non-lethal.
You just kind of wake up after a few minutes at 1 HP. Non-lethal damage doesn't technically exist. It just means that when you go down, you don't go to dying, but you don't automatically recover after a time.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because I must admit, this is the first time I've actually encountered non-lethal in 2E. It used to be a thing. It used to be a thing in 1E.
I've never seen damage listed as, like, I've never seen a damage type listed as non-lethal in second.
Unarmed strikes have the non-lethal tag.
The tag, yeah, but not as a damage type.
Good point. Let's have a look. I'll just quickly Google it anyway. Non-lethal traits. Yeah, let's. Yeah. It doesn't actually say anything in regards to. Yeah, I think that's more than reasonable, Lexi. We'll roll what you just previously mentioned. After literally a couple of minutes, Isobella comes to at 1 hit point.
Well, ironically, too, I was gonna say Balruk was gonna go up with his water skin and kind of splash some water on her face and all to help her cool down.
Yeah, I would say that definitely helps. Although it's quite an interesting sight, sort of like Isobella laying on the couch, technically with light still cast upon her. So she's kind of like glowing on the couch.
I think while we're waiting for that minute, would it be reasonable to say that we take as many attempts at the retraction as it takes for us to remove it? If we're waiting a minute, that would be,
Yeah.
what, 30 attempts?
Yeah, I would definitely say you'll be able to, over a course of a minute while Isobella recovers, you'll be able to retch and remove your sickened conditions, which is quite handy because while you're sickened, you can't willingly ingest potions unless you're an Iron Gut Goblin.
True story.
During the minute as well, Balruk wants to pick up Tartuccio and move him onto the other couch.
Alright then, so Tartuccio moves over to here.
See, we shouldn't leave him on the floor.
Probably not. I'm just curious of how he ended up here.
Yeah, while I'm fussing over Isobella, excuse me, why didn't you, sorry, back into character voice. He doesn't look like he was smoke. Someone's whacked him one. I don't think you can't see what's happened to him over there.
Yes, that's not a bad idea. Balruk, do you want to help me figure this out?
Not particularly good at that sort of thing, but I can try to help.
2 heads are better than 1. Hopefully.
Let's have
That
a
kind of sounds like a saying.
Did your father say something similar?
as my old
Not
dad
like that, no.
as my old dad used to say, 2 heads are better than 1, especially when you're nutting someone when it's 3 a.m. down the pub drunk in the morning. Okay, can I have a pair of medicine checks, please, from Balruk and Kelvhan?
That's a 19 for me.
The 5.
Tweedledum pulls it off somehow.
So, Kelvhan, although untrained, maybe some of your old skills from your Magus training from over a century ago now, because obviously there was a couple of times where you were probably nicked and dinged and had to patch yourself up, is enough as the gnome comes back to consciousness. He turns, opens his eyes, and he says, "Great! Oh, I say, did somebody get did someone get the number of that donkey cart? Oh,
You're right down there.
of course I'm all right, young man. Look at me, I'm tip-top condition, tip-top health.
Oh yeah, just picked you up off the floor a minute ago.
And
That-
you
No
have
offense, of course.
That's because I got knocked out by some less than tip-top people. I say, a man came here to conduct some business. This is what I get. Assaulted and smacked on the head. It's very unbecoming of someone like me.
Well, at least you're not dead or burned alive like a lot of the other folks in your manor.
Well, they should have been more careful. They knew this call for hero was going to be dangerous. They know that Bravoy has enemies. They
No
should've-
one expected assassins, and that's a bit unfair.
Assassins? Yes, assassins. Oh, assassins! My meeting partner!
Yes, who is your meeting partner?
I was heading to the next room to the north of me, the lounge. I was to have a meeting with a truly great man who I was going to convince to join me of my expedition into the Stoling Lands. His name is Hannes Drevlev. A fine, fine swordsman, perhaps one of the best. I was going to convince him to join me in my expedition. The great Tartuccio. Those thugs ambushed me from behind. Knocked me out. And then, before I passed out, they were heading into the lounge to intercept Dranis. Although, wish them good luck. He's a great swordsman. Probably dead by now.
Possibly. Possibly not. This has not been a good night for anyone.
Are you the master of understatement, Mr. Elf?
Well, he is a lawyer, so he can be the master about whatever he wants to say.
Well, that explains a few things, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Are you alright now? Do you need any more help?
Of course I'm alright. Just took a bump on the head, that's all. Nothing that can't stop me.
Oh, I'm glad we were around to help you.
I'm not. I would have recovered more than enough on my own in my time. Besides, that's appreciative I am. Look a bit green behind the gills. And he looks over at the still sick Isobella. That one looks just green with sickness.
You get that by walking through a fire. Which you're gonna have to do if you want to leave from here.
Well, why the devils did you not try to put it out? It's not that hard to fight a fire, you know.
Well, we figured we'd leave that to some of the other folk when we go on a rescue mission.
Yes. Maybe you can put it out.
Aye, you say you're a great wizard. Surely you have some type of water spell or something that can
Yes.
put out a fire.
You did just say it's not that hard.
He turns and he looks at you and he says, "Of course it's not that hard. Of course I could do it. However, brains always beat brawn and magic. I will instead take the western exits through the fire pit, through the combat pits. This is not my first nor my last time to Aldori Manor. I shall work smarter, not harder."
I'm sure it's not your first time scurrying out with your tail between your legs while everyone else does all the hard work either.
He
Not
turns
to
and
mention the lady of the manor would be quite appreciative to you if you were to help with the fire.
"Oh, the Sword Lord, she has her own staff capable of this. Have you not seen that despite this smoke and insulation, that this manor is nowhere near being permanently damaged? Oh no. Harder. Smarter, not harder. No need to get involved where I do not have to. Lady Aldori has this situation well in hand. However, Lord Drelev may not.
Okay.
now that the noise has stopped from that creature speaking, why don't we check the other rooms?
Sounds like a good idea.
Just give me a moment to get rid of the rest of this smoke. Gonna take some time to get rid of the sickened condition.
That is absolutely disgusting. Very unbecoming of a lady.
Well, you're welcome to move on if you'd like. You don't have to walk.
I might still have the affect to my voice, you little shrew, but I'm not one of your high-born hoity-toity. Ugh.
Yes, I can see that. But then he actually
Not all
holds...
of us had the privilege of coming from Pitex now, do we?
He turns and he says, I only studied there. You may have noted the accent, but I only studied there. Although, I must admit, I'm sort of impressed you spotted it. I didn't realize people who lives out in the wilds like you were educated.
Sense motive. Did you just study there, you little shit?
Give us a sense motive check then. Let's make this an aggressive sense motive. Roll sense motive initiative.
Strength.
But seriously
I
though,
was-
Dave. Yeah, seriously though, Dave. Sense motive check, please. Just make it. No, make this one secret.
Yeah, make that one secret. Oops. No. I was waiting for a chance to slip it in. But you did
Okay.
notice. Come on in.
He's definitely an up himself little shite. But from what you're picking up, you hear his words, you hear his tone, you hear his pride, you look at his body language. Sounds like, yeah, no undertones. Meant what he said. He studied there.
Only studied there.
Yeah.
Or
From what you can gather, there is no trace of lying, no words
Yeah.
behind his words, etc. Yeah,
okay.
there's conviction in the fact that the way he snapped and he said, I only studied there.
Yeah. So it's just a case of probably nobody else notices it. It's just like a furrowed brow and look at him, and he notices I'm looking at him, and then it's just kind of look away, just a split second kind of thing. You said your mate was up there. Do you mind leading the way again, Balruk?
Aye, with pleasure. And I will start by raising shield again.
I will give a polite one time only heads up. Isobella is still only at 1 hit point.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a potion about that, because it seems like
Yeah.
the best thing to...
Actually, I tell you what. Everybody's taken damage. How much is the... Oh, never mind.
Look. I pressed the
That is your death.
Oh, dead again.
And add another
done
hit
that
point
for a
on top
while.
of that.
There we go.
Alright,
Another one?
Everybody's looking pretty rough, so I think we're going to go ahead and go for the 3 action heal.
Yeah, roll that up. I've got that for restoring you all.
Oh, yeah, I still needed the healing potion, to be honest.
Yeah. Alright. I'll just do the healing.
Roll that healing blast.
Not great, but
Better than nothing.
Tatsuchio gets it too.
He
Yes,
has to.
he does. He would. Okay. Cool.
Hey, thanks for that.
Much obliged, Anden.
It was muchly appreciated.
I don't know what you were thinking, bringing an old lady into these crowded, smoke-filled corridors.
Didn't you volunteer?
Pretty sure you did.
Well, a sane person would stop me. He just hobbles towards the door.
To be honest, my lady, I feel like a sane person would know to get out your way.
Rightly so.
Got him. Got him.
I'm picturing. Excuse me. I'm picturing sort of like in the TV version of our show, Isobella saying that, but as she's saying that, we're getting flashback clips to her at the start of the corridor saying, "Oh, this is nothing. I'm more used to gun smoke. I'll be fine." Oh, right then. So, as you have prepared yourself outside of the lounge door, I need to start an active encounter. Could everyone go ahead then, please, and roll some initiative?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Do I get to roll with stealth, or am I rolling normal perception?
As you're setting things up, you can roll your usual stealth initiative. That is absolutely fine.
Lovely, thank you.
Right.
Good old glowing stealth.
Oh man.
Oh god, that's right, I'm glowing now.
Balruk, what is with your rolls tonight, my dude?
Your gun is glowing, not necessarily the entirety of you.
Alright.
The
but
gun.
it might as well be.
The gun can be the flashing white light, the last thing they see.
Perfect.
It's like muzzle flash, but it's blinding them before I even fire.
All right.
You've got a laser pointer.
Okay, so I just need to. Let's see. I think. Yeah, Balruk, you rolled a regular initiative instead of a perception initiative. Do you
Oh,
wanna,
did it?
yeah, do you want to give it another go?
Yes. I don't even know how I did that.
Oh, regular perception.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, I rolled a regular perception. Okay.
yeah, you made a regular
Yes.
perception roll instead of an initiative perception roll.
Okay, it should be in the car now. It should be. I think it was a 12 instead of 11.
That's absolutely fine. It's actually going to make no difference either way. So let's get some initiatives. We'll go in icon order for those watching in. So, Anden, what did you roll?
23.
Kel?
12.
Balruk?
11.
And finally, Isobella.
That's a 26.
Lovely. Okay. Isobella, with your glowing gun of death. Free actions, or do I sense a delay in your future?
I've got to delay till someone opens the door.
That is absolutely fine. No worries there. Okay. So, Anden, up to you.
Yeah, I will also delay.
No worries. Okay.
Our party's door opener is last.
All right. I just need to do something. Okay.
Dex isn't even tied to initiative anymore, and the party fighter is still the slowest bugger on Golarion.
No.
Kelvhan and Balruk. No, just Balruk actually. Kelvin's a little too far away. Balruk, on the other side of the door, you can definitely hear something skulking up to and by the door. Status hidden. Kelvhan, you're up.
I am delaying my turn.
Okay, Balruk, it's your turn, but you do have that information.
Alrighty. Balrog is going to kind of motion towards the door, kind of indicating maybe something's going on. So my first action, I'm going to raise my shield again.
Yep.
And then I'm going to, second action, open the door.
Sorry, I don't want to take over your turn, but I was just quite curious.
Mhm.
Is there a way to slam the door open?
I don't know. That's a good
Athletics
question.
check, you can force open the door with a single action.
That would be interesting if there could be something behind it. That's the thought. I guess you could do that,
I
huh?
don't know what it would do to the person on the other side. That's entirely up to Mark, but
I know what it would do.
Thanks.
But the $1 million question is there someone on the other side of the door?
That is a good question. Because it will draw major attention. I slam the door open. I think Balruk is going to just open the door, but he is shield raised already, so he's ready in case there's an attacker.
All
But
right.
if they're focusing on somewhere else or in a direction, it'd be good to come in behind them, maybe.
All right, open the door then, please. All right. What you do see, Balruk, is there is an individual who is 5 feet to your northwest, and it looks like they were readying a strike. However, fighter's instinct kicks in. This one appears to be different than the other Black Tears. Human still,
Roll.
but a lot older, a lot more experienced. His armor is decent. Long shoulder length, grey hair. Literally has more daggers than one can carry. And there is a sense of greater training about him, as even though you open the door, he's not being rash and striking you straight away. One action left, Balruk.
Well, he's within my reach, so I guess I'll take a swing at him because he looks very menacing.
Oh, right then. So, feel free to give me a target and give me a swing. And as you go to swing at him, his ready action is going to then pop, and he's going to do the same. So he'll swing at you, he'll swing at him. But
Good old time.
yes, so good old double tap. So we'll start with your swing first, Balruk.
Oh, I didn't have the axe in my hand. Oh, that's right. I had the mace up. Hang on.
Yes.
Wait, put that back. I gotta get used to this thing already. All right, here comes the strike.
We'll get there.
Oh, that's a good roll. 26.
Oh,
That's a plus 10 crit. Well done. Roll me that critical damage.
All right, so to do that, you do the critical button on your sheet.
Yes, critical button, please.
Okay. Oh, how about a 20 damage? 'Cause that was a 6.
You kill him. You one shot the mini boss.
Well, sorry.
But
I'm fine with it.
But he is still going to get the swing at you because it's simultaneous.
All right.
So
That's
let's see if Nishkiv the knife. Fucking hell, Jack. Okay, but just to let you know though, he was status hidden to you. So technically for this first strike, even though you caught him and you were expecting something, you know what? I'm going to say no. You're not going to be flat-footed to this. No. Because you heard him coming. You were prepared.
Yeah, I
for
think
it.
since he waited instead of striking right when I opened the door, I think that would make the difference.
Oh, he
Oh,
gives.
that's an ad point.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
he crit you crit him. He crits you.
I think he just like stabbed straight at Balruk, and Balruk just brings his mace down on his head at the same time.
Oh, sad.
Actually, not entirely too sad though, because that's not all he rolls.
Here comes sneak attack.
That
Block
is
it. Block
that
it.
is max damage from Balruk to minimum damage from Nishkiv.
Yep.
Remember you got
No, I
that
said no
shield
flat-footed, so he doesn't get the sneak.
Oh man, poor guy.
So come on then, Jack. What does this look like? You just wiped out the mini boss in one hit.
Remember you can shield block, so he does nothing at all.
Right, and I think I will do that. In fact,
Okay.
honestly, just for narrative.
Okay, in that case, then I'll give you the 4 points back because I found out how the shield block actually technically works. I pressed the shield block button, then I pressed the damage button, and Balruk has not raised their shield this turn. Okay.
It should be raised. I have a status.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
it
it's
is raised.
expired.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I gotta
Yes.
re-renew it. Let's see.
Yes.
I think we just click that.
Yeah, there you
Did I do
go.
it? Okay.
I found out how
Oh
the
no,
shield.
that took it off actually. One more time. There we go.
There
I'll
we
have to
go.
Take it off and put it back.
I'm
Okay.
going to do it for the sake. I'm going to do it for the sake of benefit. There we go. There you go. Your shield absorbs the blow completely. You're completely unscratched.
All right. So what this looks like is Balruk opened the door expecting something, and this creepy assassin comes around the corner and drives straight forward with his dagger, and the dagger just digs straight into Balruk's raised shield. And Balruk, just out of surprise and reflex, already realize what he does, just swings his mace out from over his shield and just clubs the dude straight in the skull. He goes, oh, sorry.
Okay, it will now be the time.
Sorry.
It will be. You know what? I love that sort of shit, so don't worry about it, my end.
Oopsie.
That's
Hey, you got the
incredible.
module. You didn't have to press the stat block or anything.
Up goes the mini boss.
So anyway, it will be the two other members of the Black Tears' turns now, but as everybody else was holding their readied actions, would anybody like to go before then, or else it will be round end?
Could I go first?
Sure.
Have fun,
Because-
Isobella.
Because I have a perfect angle on this poor sod across the room.
All right. Yes, you do.
So
he is
with
fl-
my initiative,
Yeah, he's going to be
Sorry, go
flat.
on.
He's going to be flat-footed to you as well. So I'll just put that status on him.
yeah, with my stealth initiative, I get to. Come on, brain. Wait, what? Don't I? Oh yeah, no. With my stealth initiative, I get to draw a firearm or crossbow for free, so I've got my gun ready. And I'll pop off that shot at him just as soon as I remember how to pop off a shot.
Pop.
Equip. Reattach the ammo because it's disappeared. That'll be a... Oh, I miss.
Go ahead and do another
Got no-
one.
Do you
Use
want
one of
to
them
hero
points.
point
Yeah.
Might as well.
Do it.
it? Alright.
All right, hero point
Honest-
spent. Hero point spent. Give us that reroll. Just remember to replenish your bullet.
It's a 17. It did not take an extra bullet.
Okay, nice. I like it when it does that. 17 is a hit.
Wonderful. For a total of 12 damage because I remembered to add my precision damage for once.
It's like CSO all over again. Boom, headshot. The gunslinger just gunslingered. 2 actions left, Isobella.
With that, I will spend one action to reload and take cover against the doorway, and the final action... I think I'm good. I don't know what else I would do with it, so I'm just gonna huddle back against the wall.
All right. Would anybody else like to now jump in for their turn?
Up to you, Greg.
Sure. I have no idea where they are.
That's why I'm not moving.
Assume on our left.
I guess so.
Captain
So I'm gonna
America.
get up.
Captain America runs by on your left.
So yeah, it'll be first action will be to. Ooh, I need to take off the ruler sword. That would help. Move to there. Oh,
Okay.
there's another guy there.
Yes, you see the noble that Tartuccio was talking about. He's been bound and gagged and beaten on the chair. He is conscious, looks like he was being questioned, but there is nothing but the strong stench of alcohol coming off him, and his face contorted in extreme hot rage.
Then I'll use the last of my movement from that action to get me to there.
Oz?
And then I might as well just spell strike him.
Give us a spell. Give us a strike.
So I'll strike him first, then I'll set up the spell.
Sure, give us a target.
Oh yes, the target. I remembered that.
We'll get it down. Don't worry. Get it down.
14.
Missed by 1.
Spend it. Spend it. Breach and
Yeah.
clear. Let's just obliterate these nerds.
Ending.
Breach and clear. Breach and clear. Do you want to spend that
Sure.
hero? All right, 2 left in the pool.
It would be under reroll, keep the new result, yes?
Yeah, go for it.
16?
That's a hit.
So let's just do the damage of the blade.
All right.
That'll be 3 points plus the spell of Ray of Frost.
Go ahead, give us that ray of frost damage.
4 points.
Oh my god, I think he's alive.
Yeah, they have 7 hit points, I think. Well, I mean,
I think
You
I just
chill
did
him out.
something.
You freeze him up. But he is still alive.
Well, I thought that would go better.
Alright. I'm up next. Let's do it.
All right, and then can you complete the breach and clear?
15, 20. I survey the room. Quickly.
Nice pool table in here.
Indeed.
Got a snooker table.
Look at this fella. And I think we're gonna go for the old electric arc.
Right then, so let's get a reflex save. How fast is he feeling?
Not fast enough.
Success,
Fast enough.
half damage. It is a successful breach and clear.
He had 1 hit point.
What does it?
I remembered how much they have.
What does it
Yeah.
look like? Finish this, Anden.
Okay. This has just been. And again, I think it's very important to note. As with last week, we saw this team has just immediately fallen into line. We all seem to be working through each other perfectly because you see, first up, obviously, Balruk absolutely obliterated that guy. And then over his shoulder, the shot comes through, takes out one of the dudes. And then next up, and I think Balruk's probably already moved slightly out of the way to wait for Kelvhan to run past. The strike comes in, and then out at the end, I come round ready to just zap whoever it is, and he gets chilled. It slows him down. I fire off the bolt, and because he's slowed from the frost, he doesn't quite make out in time, and it fries him. And then, the next 3 seconds pass, because that fight was only 6 seconds, and it's just everyone takes a breath, and they're just all dead.
And with this encounter, the fire was more of a challenge than this. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to lie, because of that successful Oh, what's the game I'm thinking of? As that was a very successful Tom Clancy-esque operation.
Right, Rainbow Six Siege.
It's, yep,
Okay.
Rainbow Six Siege. I'm going to put a hero point back in your pool for that, knocking you back up to 3 hero points. And that's where we'll close this particular session of Kingmaker Ownage Edition.
Counter-terrorists win.
Thanks for that, team.
Oh, were you looking forward to that room?
Nishkib was the same level as you all. Double strike, sneak attack, attack of opportunity.
Just got noped.
He hesitated.
I'm not going to.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many knives you've got on your person, buddy. 6. I counted 6 at least.
Yeah, at
Doesn't
least
matter if you can't use them.
Knives are a poor substitute for plate mail.
Absolutely.
Oh, that must have been the craziest 6 seconds I've ever seen.
Balruk, that was beautiful.
That was a beautiful crit.
Especially,
And just
especially when he critted you back, I thought, "Oh, could this be epic? You're both gonna go down," sort of thing. But no.
Well, and I rolled maximum damage, so
you rolled maximum, and he rolled literally minimum.
yep. Oopsie.
And you just went, oh, he denied him even that.
You just maced him.
The-
I came in.
The insult of getting a crit and doing no damage.
Oh boy.
I bet Tartuccio's slightly regretting how rude he was to us.
Oh, I just wanted to send him in the direction of the fire.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, that way's clear. Off you go.
Unfortunately, he's not stupid. Not stupid. And I decided to base his portrayal after William Hartnell, who played the first Doctor back in 1993. So he's got that sort of like uppity old schoolness to him. All right, so that is going to conclude this session. And well, what can I say? The boss, this money boss, was absolutely destroyed. Party ignored the fire and power on through. So, with that in mind, here's your experience points for taking out Nishkiv, who was the same level as you. 40 experience points. For the Goombas, another 40. And for actually helping out Tartuccio, 30. So a total of 110, I believe.
510 out of 1,000.
Yep.
Halfway there.
But you're not living on the prayer, not with those rolls. Jesus.
We don't have a paladin or a cleric, so that's true.
All right. Excellent stuff. Unfortunately, it's time to get out of here. So join us again next time. Is it going to be more Ownage? Is it going to be more Rainbow Six? Golarion 4? Golarion 4 Siege? We'll have to find out. But until then, folks, whatever your time of day is, thank you so very much for watching, and we'll catch you all next time. Thank you, and good night.